It's my birthday. It's my birthday, y'all. I'm so excited. Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Natanya. Welcome to my page and thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new here to my channel, I make videos about entrepreneurship, social media marketing, as well as some beauty and lifestyle videos. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification button so you know when I upload my next video. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing sort of like a get ready with me chit chat video, kind of just say hello and just do my makeup with you guys and get ready with you guys. So if that's something that you want to continue to watch, then stay tuned. I am so excited. Oh my god, let me zoom out. This is what I look like fresh out of my bed. I woke up like this and I am so excited. It is my birthday weekend. If you know me as a person, you know that I absolutely love birthdays. I love celebrating birthdays. I think birthdays are just so fun because they only happen once for the year, and when they do happen, we are definitely going out with a bang. Yeah, I'm super excited. Okay, so what I did is off camera I laid my wig. I also did my edges, and then I also did my eyebrows off camera because it is so hard to do your eyebrows on camera. And then I started to correct any hyperpigmentation that I have on my skin, and then I also have my clips up in my hair, so I look kind of funny, but I have these clips in because I'm going to be doing a side part, and it's the hairstyle that I'm going to be going for today is kind of like an old Hollywood glam hairstyle. So I'm already prepping the front and the side here so the bang will come in forward, but of course by the end of this video you'll see it. So I kind of wanted to shoot a get ready with me makeup look, as well as just talking about some stuff about entrepreneurship and just different stuff like that. So I have my mirror here that I'm looking at so I can do my makeup while I talk to you at the same time. I'm gonna be using my NARS foundation M Dark 4 in the Mako, and I use this, and because it's so light and because it's wintertime, I combine it with this. So this is my go-to Max Fix Studio NC50, and then I also have the pressed powder NC50 as well, and I combine them both. So if you are new to my channel, as always, welcome. And on this channel, I'm going to be talking about entrepreneurship, being a young entrepreneur, because I feel like that's a topic that definitely needs to be talked about. I don't find a lot of entrepreneurs my age who are doing something similar to what I'm doing. Like, it's just so nice to be able to have a community of entrepreneurs, but it's even nicer to have a community of people who are kind of going through what you're going through. So I'm 22, I'm actually turning 23 in a couple days, and I've been an entrepreneur for years now. I've always loved entrepreneurship per se. I always loved entrepreneurship. I've always loved social media. I've always loved just being online and taking pictures and editing them and just gaining visibility from your pictures and being able to like test the market with a different product and then learning how to sell that to other people. So I've always been interested in entrepreneurship. My story when it comes to being an entrepreneur and launching my social media marketing business, it actually started about 5 years now. So when I was 18, I first had this idea of starting this kind of like this not-for-profit idea where I wanted to really talk about my faith and be able to help other millennials who are going through similar struggles that are common within my faith. So I wanted to do that, and I did. But I realized really quickly that a part of being able to kind of like create some type of brand, some type of idea, some type of community, and to be able to have it to be successful, you would also have to then of course get into like creating graphics, or you're gonna need a website or a place where you can host all the information. Where if I'm gonna be having events, where am I going to host the events to like I would need some type of website so I could upload a link for people to pay and register for events. And if people are going to be doing that, then I would also need to have some type of space where, side note, you know when your head tie is too tight? Oh my god, my poor scalp. It feels better. So yeah, so when you are doing that, then you are also going to need some type of social media, right? You're going to need an Instagram page. You're going to then have to create content, and then you of course want your content to look great. So that's really where it all came from and where it all started. Is I realized that I was really passionate about helping people within my faith, and then I realized afterwards that I would have to create some type of social media graphics, some type of website, some type of branding or marketing strategy at the time. I didn't even know it was marketing strategy or social media strategy at the time. I just knew that I needed graphics for people to come to my Instagram page, and I know that I needed a website. So when I had an event, I would just be able to process payments on one spot. I wanted to also launch t-shirts, which I did. Then I started to experience with drop shipping. So that's where that business side of drop shipping, making a profit, you know, what were you going to do with the profit, how you're going to spend the profit, how to make sure that you would have reoccurring profit within this idea. So that's really where I guess my social media marketing strategy business kind of came from. It was really cool. What ended up happening was people started to ask me about my graphics, ask me about, you know, how did I create a website from scratch? Like, how did I do it? Did I hire someone else to make my website? Did I, you know, have to like pay for all my graphics? Because I also like was of course on a budget, so I didn't have, you know, hundreds of dollars to invest into this idea to, you know, hire someone to create graphics for me. So what I ended up doing is I had to make my own graphics, and people started to see those graphics and they started to ask about the graphics, and they really liked them and they wanted me to make graphics for them. So I started to make graphics for other small business owners, entrepreneurs, authors, creatives, and that's kind of where it started from. Making graphics was never something that I wanted to do per se when it comes to like a business idea, and it wasn't even something that I knew right away it wasn't something that I wanted to pursue. Like, making graphics and creating a website and doing graphic design for yourself is completely different when it comes to doing it for another business or another entrepreneur. So I did not quite enjoy doing that per se, but I still did it to help other people out, and like I didn't mind doing it, but I wasn't super passionate about doing it. So people were saying, oh, like you could really, like, you know, make a business out of this. You could, you know, really just start charging people for graphics. And I ended up doing that. But again, in the back of my mind, I always knew that if I ever was gonna like get into entrepreneurship, if I was ever going to, you know, get into working for myself, being a business owner, I still would not create graphics for other people and other entrepreneurs. It would just be something that I would do on the side to help other people out. So that was my story. I was doing that for what, two and a half, almost 3 years, and then I was experimenting with drop shipping. So then fast forward, I would say about 2 years ago, so at the end of 2018. So actually no, at the beginning of 2018 to mid 2018, I knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. It was something that I was always interested in doing, and I would see other people online in entrepreneurship, and again, I always naturally love social media because of my other not-for-profit community that I was running at the same time. I figured, you know what, why don't I go into social media marketing? It's something that I'm already good at. I already have years of experience of doing that because I've already been doing it for my other account on Instagram. I already know how to create a website, so I know a little bit about branding. I know a little bit about graphic design. I know some stuff about fonts and making sure that your feed looks consistent, making sure that your branding is spot on and stuff like that. So I had an idea that it was something that I wanted to do, but honestly guys, I said to myself, because I was so scared and because I was so afraid about doing something new and launching something new, and I was afraid of what like other people were going to say about it, I said that, you know what, I'm going to silently work on this business, and I'm not going to tell anybody that I was going to launch. I wasn't going to tell anybody that this was the other secret account that I was running. I am just going to start posting and giving value to my community, and this account, which is now Natanya Creates, is not going to be associated with me until 6 months later when I'm ready to announce it to the world. Well, lo and behold, that didn't happen. And what ended up happening was I was so involved in the entrepreneurship community, and let me just make this complete sidebar slash rant. The entrepreneurship community is a wonderful community. It is so different from your family, from friends, from people that you know in real life, from people that you see on social media who are watching what you're doing but is never actually truly supporting you. The entrepreneurship community, different Facebook groups, your following, on my business account, are full of people who genuinely support me, who genuinely want to see me do well, who genuinely wish me the best. And it's just so completely different when I am on my personal page versus when I'm on my business page, because again, like the support, the engagement, the comments, the likes, the people reaching out to me, my DMs, it is just so, like, you just feel so supported and so loved, and so like your information is just so valuable, and that you start to develop real friends and real relationships with people that you haven't even met in person, versus when I'm on my personal page or I'm out with like other people that I know. It's just a very different community. So I say that to say that because I launched that my account, and I wasn't really going to make it be associated with my business, the entrepreneurship community was basically, I would just see posts that says like, no, like, launch, girl, like, you deserve this is your business, this is your idea. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about in this video was about relationships. And I know what most of you guys are thinking if you know me. And yeah, I wanted to talk about relationships because they are, of course, very important when it comes to being in business. So it is so important that you surround yourself with people who understand what you're doing. They may not necessarily have to be an entrepreneur themselves, but it's important that your friends, your family, your significant others, your community, or the people that are closest to you understand what it is that you're doing. I'm gonna set my spray with this charged water charcoal spray, and I got this from MAC. Because if you don't, and when things start to happen, when you are busy because you're working with other clients, or you have other things to do, they have to be very understanding. And I've also been on the other side of not having that support, or not, I wouldn't say not having that support, but feeling the backlash of being an entrepreneur. So I understand that being an entrepreneur and a girl boss sounds very much like a catchphrase nowadays, that everybody's an entrepreneur, everybody's a girl boss, and everybody is, you know, starting something, and a lot of people are actually not following through with what they're starting. So entrepreneurship, I get it, at this point does feel like another fad that a lot of people are embarking on, and again, not following through with the ideas that they are putting themselves out for and creating. But at the same time, there are a group of people who actually are doing what they said that they would do and are having fun, and they love what they're doing. I love my job. I love being a social media marketer. I love being an Instagram strategist. I love being a business coach. I love being able to help other people make more money in their business. And I love to be able to have an impact on other people and inspire other people. And I don't say that to flex. I don't say that to like sound any type of way, but like, do know that there are people who are doing this because they genuinely want to do it, and not because like being an entrepreneur just sounds really fun to do at this point in time. I think it's important that I say at this point that I'm not a makeup artist, but it is so important that you are surrounding yourself with people who at least understand that you're going to be busy for a large portion of the time, that your hours are going to look very different, that you may not necessarily be working a typical 9 to 5, but you're going to be maybe working after hours, so from like 7 to 9 or from like 5 to 9 p.m. and you may have to work on weekends. You may also be working on different holidays. Like, that stuff is just important that other people understand, because that's just what comes with the territory of being an entrepreneur. And the major thing that I realized in 2020 right now is reaching your full potential. And this was something that I had to come to terms with at the end of 2019, because in order for you to boss up, in order for you to be successful and to get to that next level, you have to reach your full potential. If you are willing to be stagnant and to not change and to forever create, speak, launch, do within your comfort zone, you will never, ever, ever, ever reach your full potential. And it's so sad, because I see people who have so much more potential within them, and people who have really great ideas and have really great things that they can do that are naturally within them, that don't come to anybody else, and they're not walking them out because they are allowing themselves to completely succumb to how they're feeling, be filled with excuses, and not actually step out on faith. Like, launching a YouTube video is stepping out on faith. Creating a business is stepping out on faith. Like, everything that any successful person has done is always being done out on faith. It's not anything that naturally just comes from a comfort zone, because of course being visible on social media can be scary. Posting yourself, your business, and an idea that you want to do is scary. It is nerve-wracking. So the fact that people are doing that and then they're successful and they're consistent shows that a lot of great things are never ever birthed from a comfort zone, but it's always birthed from a place of recognizing and acknowledging, yes, this is how I feel, but I'm gonna do it afraid anyways. I'm gonna do it messy. I'm gonna figure things out as I go by, and it's okay if I make a mistake. It's okay if I stumble at times, but I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna be consistent. And that's where the true success and transformation happens, because when I did launch my business, yeah, I felt very successful at the time, but months later down, I launched this type of like coaching thing. I don't know what to call it, and it was not successful because I didn't know what I was doing at the time, but I got discouraged. No one signed up for it, not a single soul. And what did I do? I felt really discouraged, and then I did my research, and then I figured out how I could make sure that the next thing that I ever launch, the next thing that I put my hand, my time, and my energy to do will be successful. And ever since then, whatever I put myself to do, whatever I launch, has always been successful after that last incident within my business. And I say that to say that now I just completed a 4-figure launch for this coaching program that I just started. I'm going to be starting it in a couple weeks, and it's a 4-figure launch. Like, who would have thought that within less than a year I would be doing 4-figure launches in 2 weeks? Like, that to me is so amazing. I think it is just so cool that you're able to just step out in faith and do things that you feel are impossible, or do things that just don't make any sense to you, but you're going to do it anyways, and then have it be successful in the end. So if I can encourage you, I would say pursue your full potential. If there's anything that comes to mind while you're watching this video and you feel like you can do it, but you are giving yourself 3 reasons why you can't do it, go ahead and just do it. Figure things out as you go by. Reach out to people who are doing what it is that you like to do, because people actually want to help you. People want you to be successful as well. But that's just my mini rant per se. Like, I hate to see wasted potential. I think my biggest fear is being on my dying sick bed with a couple breaths left in my body, and then feeling like, wow, I really wish I started that business. Wow, I really wish I actually did that YouTube channel, even though I was afraid. I wish I didn't. I think that's my biggest fear that I have. And every day I think about it. Every day I think about, like, wow, wouldn't it be so easy not to have a business, like what else would I do with my time? Netflix can only go by so far. After you watch some shows on Netflix, you just get tired. Or that's just me, like I just physically get tired. I'm like, oh wow, like, I feel like I could be a whole lot more productive with the time that I have. Okay guys, so this is my makeup look. I'm gonna go ahead and come off camera and finish my hair, and then I'm gonna come back to you guys super soon. So thank you so much for watching my YouTube video, and I am so excited that it's my birthday and that I'm turning 23, and I just feel so blessed as to where I am right now. One thing that I want to just quickly say before I leave is make this year count. Make 2020 be everything that you want it to be. Go so hard for your business, so hard for your dreams, and don't let anything, including yourself, stop you. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.